Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Tyranny with me. Bring it on.
I've got
Let's
it.
speak to Maric. What do you want? I've already faced enough torments at the hands of these scholars. The bound prisoner squints up at you and licks his dry lips. You're Tunan's Fatebinder, aren't you? I'd recognize you anywhere. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage right now. I'm at your mercy. It must be Maric. Ash has tasked me with destroying the library, so I need your help to get past the course. Maric looks dismayed. So Graven Ash sent someone to finish what I couldn't do. I knew I'd failed my mission, but I didn't know I wasn't going to be given a chance to redeem myself. So be it. There's no point in mourning what I cannot change. As for your problem, I wish I could help you, Fatebinder, but at present, I can't even help myself. Maric looks down at his restraints. What happened to you? My scouts and I were infiltrating the burning library. One of my best, Jelena, must have been working with the Scarlet Chorus. She disappeared, and shortly after, we were hunted down. He sends a bloody glob of spit to the ground. She used her oath-bound connection against us. That's how the Chorus was able to pin down our location. Darn clever. I don't know how many of us were taken, but the sages caught me while I was resting. Suppose I should feel grateful. Now I just await my execution. Unless you're willing to help me. Set me free and we can talk more. That would be a real favor. If you're worried about the muscle around camp, the rest of my scouts are nearby. They can help us fight off the sage scum. The sage is already dead. You're free. Maric has been joined by a member of his unit. Two wary-looking oathbound with large patches of ash and blood blanketing their armor. They nod to their commander as they approach, a curiously nonchalant reaction to his rescue. Maric appears to regain some strength at the sight of his men. He beckons vigorously as you approach, a determined expression visible on his face. Thank you for your help, Fatebinder. I'll forever be in debt to you for helping me to avoid shame of a dishonorable death, on top of my other failure. I'm afraid I must ask more of you, even after you've already done more for me than I can repay. First you will help me. I need to get to the library. I'll tell you everything I know. I only ask you to do something for me once you make it to the library. Graven Ash tasked me and my group with destroying it. Unfortunately, we were discovered and routed. But I know how to get you there safely. Here, let me mark on your map how to bypass all the course patrols to get to the library. Once there, you need only deal with the sensor to get inside. Be aware, Fatebinder. One of my soldiers mentioned a large magical barricade deep inside the library. The sensor has your gang searching the entire building for parts of some kind of passcode to get beyond it. If you're going to accomplish your goal, you will need to find the passcode before they do. I wish I had more information for you, but I hope that will help you. He salutes you. Now, I'd make my request of you. Can you tell me anything about the edict? Unfortunately not. All I know is that all the forbidden lore in the library must be destroyed. Graven Ash believes that destroying the silent archive will achieve this, but the barrier protecting it, no one can get to it. At least, it seems no one has gotten in it yet. Otherwise, the edict would have ended. What is your request? Some of my Oathbound scouts are still missing. Two are in the burning library, and the third, Jelena, is in the Scarlet Chorus camp. I want to see her properly punished for her betrayal, as much as I want to see the others saved. Tell me about this betrayal. She used her oathbound connection against us. That's how the Chorus was able to pin down our location. All of this is a repeat. Alright, so she must be punished for betrayal. That's the only new part of that dialogue. You mentioned an oathbound connection. What is that? Because you helped me, I will tell you. But normally this knowledge is not shared outside the disfavored. Before you are truly an oathbound, you must complete a ritual that connects you to each one of your brothers. Their feelings become yours, their pains are your pains, and their troubles are yours as well. Jelena used that connection to betray us. She must be made to pay for that act. What do you want me to do? Ask of you to find my missing men and return them to me. Jelena must be made to pay for her crimes, and I have another of my men lost to her weak will. Well, I'll find your men and return them to you. Thank you, Fatebinder. I am in your debt. When I had the fact that without your help, I would have failed in my mission. Your name will be praised as long as I can draw a breath. I will await your return here. Ooh. See, how is that evidence against Graven Ash? Is it just supposed to be, like, showing competency?
Right.
Alright, the Burning Library entrance. The sages of the Vellum Citadel publicly swore fealty to Kyros, but from within the safety of their Vellum Citadel, the scholars continue to study and copy forbidden lore, and use magic to repulse any attempts by the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus to claim the Citadel that was promised to the Overlord. That is all one sentence. In retribution, Kyros pronounced an edict of fire on the Vellum Citadel, turning the home of the School of Ink and Quill into a smoldering ruin now known as the Burning Library. Now he said something about the Scarlet Chorus camp. Is it located inside the Burning Library? I guess so. As you pick your way through craggy, blasted hills, peppered with the charred remnants of trees, the weak breeze carries to your ears distant muted shouts from somewhere to the east. You approach openly. You crest a rise and see below you 3 groups locked in argument, heated words erupting on all sides. Bright red paint slathered over shoddy leathers identify a small gang of chorusmen, violent capes clinging to ironclad members of a disfavored squad, and quills and scrolls hang from the dusty clothing of a trio of sages. Weapons have been drawn, and the members of each group gesture wildly. They have not yet spotted you, distracted as they are with their own argument. Yeah, listen to the argument. You hang back and try and pick out strands of meaning from the chaotic shouts. It quickly becomes clear that the fight is mostly between the chorus gang leader and her counterpart among the disfavored. The two are fighting over who gets to take the 3 sages' custody. The lead sage, however, interjects half-heartedly to object, claiming that her people won't be taken alive. How's that half-heartedly? Is she saying we're gonna go down fighting? You notice the sages' bags bulge with parchment. Given your proximity to the ruins of the Burning Library, there's every possibility these sages carry arcane writings rescued from the sages' former stronghold. Join the argument. The conversation gutters as you approach the armed men and women. What the heck do you want? The chorus gang leader growls. Fool, his favorite sergeant barks. This is the Fatebinder of the Mountain Spire. He turns to you, his gauntlet rapping against his breastplate in salute. Will you settle this, sworn vassal of the adjudicator? Yeah, I can handle that. That's what I get paid. Actually, I don't get paid, do I? I just realized I don't get like a stipend or a salary that I know of. I rely on the goodwill of the people that I help. Alright, because there's a good chance it's going to devolve into conflict.
Will do.
Alright, the 3 groups look at you expectantly. The chorus gang leader, a stout woman in ragged leather and hide, rests her hands on the pommels of her bronze blades. The disfavored commander, compactly muscled under his heavy iron armor, has shield and blade at the ready. The apparent spokeswoman of the sages, a short woman in the blue scribe's clothes, glares openly, chin raised slightly, as if she hopes to ward off Kyros' troops through the weight of her disdain. On the situation, Fatebinder. The commander's hand remains clasped to his breast in salute. We're in the process of apprehending this group of sages for delivery to Iron Hearth when these chorus bastards try to swoop in and claim them from us. You wouldn't stand a chance against the disfavored. Do you really want to fight them with me on their side? The gang leader's expression twists through an impressively varied series of grimaces and glares. Crap. She spits, then looks to her followers. Let's get out of here before crap goes from bad to worse. Well, that was easy. Should have probably killed him for the experience, but it's fine. Many thanks, Fatebinder. I'll be sure to report your assistance to the General.
I got it.
Okay, well that did, I feel like they could have all been handled in dialogue on the world map instead of having me load in here. Well, I guess if I wanted to fight, I should have fought. Because now that's information that's going to get back to the voice of Nerat about this, you know, not a lot of disfavored, but, you know, some of their movements and what they're doing. As well as some of their captives. Yeah, not a big deal, but it is one small chink in the disfavored logistical armor. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring Siren to the Burning Library, because she had expressed, I guess, displeasure. At the destruction of the library. So she has some investment in it. I'm looking for really any excuse to bring her along, but I have to set up her magic. And that's going to take some time, so maybe off camera I'll go back to the spire and grab her after we explore this episode, depending how long this takes. The corpses of sages are skewered on these spikes. The skin has been blackened by the heat of the magma, belching from nearby fissures. But at the same time, Scarlet Chorus are here, and Verse is Scarlet Chorus, so there's also those interactions that I can look forward to.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
So obviously I'm not going to take Lantry out of my party at the Burning Library, and then I always have Maric in my party.
Ain't
so
that odd?
Oh, it's a tough choice. Sigil of Reaching Grasp. We already know that, so this must be an updated version of it. Yep, Reaching Grasp 2. Yeah, also, I did max out loyalty with Verse. Finally. It's that little... Oh, reputation change of major strength to unlock this tier. I never actually read that. I assumed it was just I had to progress in the story so far, which I think is still the case. Like, doing her personal quest is the only way to get that large amount of loyalty. The soldier walking past catches a glimpse of you and immediately points her spear towards you. The sense will be very interested in your presence, Fatebinder. She's near the entrance of the library. Go. Now. Very well. I'll just go... I won't slaughter everybody yet. We'll see what they know first. You know what? I'm gonna rest. Because my main character still has dysentery. And now he doesn't. Boltok. That's a cool name. Go away. Okay. What if you say bold talk? There's some bold talk coming from Boltok.
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
Oh, Scarlet Fury. That's no small deal. Hey, it's Jelena. She's all tied up. This passageway has been blocked by a magical field. Isn't clear how one might remove it.
Sorry, I can't.
Well, Lantry might have some insights. You would think. Alright, now there's a very good chance this will devolve into a fight, so let's just be cautious here and do that. Well, hold on, don't do that yet, Maric. Stay your weapons. This is Tunon's Fatebinder. The sensor makes a swift motion to her soldiers, then pauses to look you up and down. What a complicated pleasure it is to find you in my camp. Oh, she's one of the, I forgot what they're called. They're the, Iron Guard equivalent in the Scarlet Chorus. Like the elite of the elite that carry these, Crimson Spears. I think that's what they're called, the Crimson Spears. Now, what would Ash's plaything I want with my library? She doesn't seem particularly happy that you decided to throw your lot in with the disfavored, instead of the Scarlet Chorus at the battle in Vengeance Well. Well, I wouldn't expect so. It wasn't enough to betray Nerat inside of that rule-bound control freak. Are you here to try and take this away too? The only reason I've instructed my soldiers to show restraint is because of the sensitive operation ongoing in the ruins, one that I don't intend to disturb. The players in that little game have enough to keep themselves occupied. With that said, I wouldn't hesitate to kill you if it proved necessary. So, why don't you tell me what you're doing here, and we'll see how this goes. Tell me about the disfavored in the region. So far, they've yet to make a notable dent in our efforts. They don't particularly concern me. Her expression darkens. Meddlesome scout leader, Maric, did cause my forces some trouble when he tried to infiltrate the library. He was very nearly killed in the effort, so I doubt that I'll be hearing from him anytime soon. Maric and his Oathbound troops raided the ruins together, but we managed to capture one of them, a woman named Jelena. Foul Murmur spent some time talking the facts out of her. She was obliging enough to give up the locations of her allies. Sadly, Maric slipped our grasp, if only by the skin of his teeth. Tell me about the captured disfavored soldier, Jelena. We're keeping her alive at present. Not a standard practice of the Chorus, I know, but there's good reason for it. Since she can detect her compatriots using her Oathbound affinity, she's supposed to alert us if they get anywhere near camp. She shrugs, and if she doesn't, we'll kill her. I'm here for the Silent Archive, not for any of you. She nods her brow and considers your words. How do you know about... Oh, never mind. The Silent Archive is a Chorus matter to be dealt with on our terms. You won't be getting inside the burning library while I'm here. As you have a chance to leave your life with your life intact, I suggest you take it. As much as I enjoy entertaining your company, I need every man and woman here to continue scouring the library. If you do me the honor of making yourself scarce, I can refocus on more important matters. I'm here to search the library. Let me pass. Absolutely not. Library is too important to... the library is too important to let the likes of you inside. I don't have time to discuss the matter further. You're free to leave. If you step further into my camp, then I'll find a more expedient way to deal with you. Well, sorry to decline your hospitable offer, but I got all the information from you I need. She rolls her eyes, unperturbed by your aggression. I don't have time for this nonsense. There's a time and place for bloodlust, and sadly, I've got an operation to oversee. We're under attack. Kill the Fatebinder. Throw yourselves at him if you must. Of course, she's gonna run away. I just want your spear! Alright, Maric. Actually, never mind. Get your regular buffs up first. Alright, let's get killing. Sunder and Thrust on the Scarlet Fury. Maric. After you do that, have yourself heal up. And then taunt. Where is Verse? Oh. Alright, knock him down, and then probably kill him with Fury's Embrace. If not, use Skewer. Was he taunted? Why did he change targets like that? He wasn't done casting his spell. Alright, heal Maric, and then put healing aura on Maric as well. Perfect. Alright, then have her come over here.
I'm on.
Let's see. Set on fire, skewer, and I guess sweeping death.
Sweet.
Healing potion on yourself, and vital body on yourself, followed by false pit this guy.
Consider it done.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Actually heal him instead. Try to keep Lantry alive because he's about to drop. In fact,
Don't take much more of this.
alright. Sunder and Thrust. Very good, and taunt both of them if you can. Then Verse will take care of this guy back here.
How it's done.
This isn't working.
Right.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, there's... all those guys are
Sorry,
hostile as
I
well.
can't.
Let's talk to Jelena first. This favorite soldier sags heavily from her rope, emaciated and weak. Her clothes reveal her to be one of the Oathbound. Fatebinder, you know enemy of the disfavored. My life is worthless, but perhaps you can help my brethren. Please. What happened to you? I came here with a unit of Oathbound scouts and our leader, Maric. We were trying to locate the Silent Archive. We saw that the place was overrun with Scarlet Chorus. We resolved to destroy the archive so that its contents didn't fall into the wrong hands. I crept along the surface while the others descended into the library's depths. As the hours dragged on, I got clumsy. Someone caught wind of me, and a man they call Murmur has been my tormentor ever since. She grimaces in introspection. He was keen enough to know that Oathbound can feel each other's presence. That makes us powerful on the battlefield, but it's a crippling disadvantage if anyone gets captured. Any disadvantage is crippling. These fools insist on learning everything the hard way. It devastates me to admit that I eventually broke. Whatever else they are or claim to be, the Chorus are persuasive. However, I fed them as many lies as I did facts. Fed that the Chorus would busy themselves on the search and give the Oathbound time to escape. Heard around camp that Maric made it out, but I don't know about the others. How can I help you? Or how can I help? To my knowledge, 2 members of my unit are still alive and pinned down in the burning library. I'm in no shape to go after them myself. If you managed it, I'm sure that Maric would appreciate knowing that his troops weren't completely devastated. All I can say is that you'll find them in the library. I can't seem to pinpoint where they are. Only know both of them are injured. Tread lightly, Fatebinder. I fear that place is far from stable. Yeah, Maric wants you dead. Maric is right to want me dead. I tried to help my unit, but I betrayed them in the process. When this is all over, I'll submit to whatever judgment I'm owed. I won't expect you to preside over my sentencing. That you're talking to me now is more than I deserved, or deserve. Let me release you. It's better than I deserve, but so be it. If Maric wants to kill her, he can take care of it when she shows back up. I was content to die by the censor's hand. I betrayed my unit, and cost them their lives after all. As you have seen fit to release me, I'll find some discreet cover, and lay low until you retrieve my brethren. Good luck, Fatebinder.
Yes.
And good luck to you. Alright, so I don't need my regular buffs to fight just these two guys.
More talent to the body count.
So we'll just take them out real quick. Lantry, False Pit.
On it. This weapon is entirely worthless. See that? Let's be off.
Alright, then get this guy.
To battle!
Verse. Fury's Embrace followed by Skewer.
Can't do it.
Harsh words would cause more harm.
Will
Alright.
do.
Easy stuff. For this fight, we'll buff up properly because there are 4 of them. So we'll play it a little safer. But I do feel extremely overleveled at this point. I'm not super worried about actually losing any fights.
Tremble before the storm.
Me first. Run! To battle!
Alright, verse. Well, yeah, let's use all of our spells first. I was tempted not to, but I may as well.
Craven Dash protects.
I get some heals on Barrick. I'm gonna get verse back here. Well, can't get it back there. Never mind. Sweeping death these two. Can I reach?
Out, you little shit.
I cannot. Let's see if I can reach them with his spear. Yep, perfect.
Sorry.
Consider it done.
You. Got
Sorry.
it.
I can't.
Damn thing. Here's cloth.
Alright, and then hit them all with this. Why doesn't it let me cast that? Oh, he's silenced. Well, that would do it, I guess.
I need to try a different.
Alright, thrust, verse. Oh, you're not verse? Well, I can use you anyway. Verse. Catch him on fire if you don't mind. And Lantry, can you cast spells yet? What's Edict of Fire do? So black ash and wisps are... Sorry. Black ash and wisps of tiny orange embers litter the air, aimlessly floating and drifting about. All characters in the region are imbued with an increase in magic skill, and greater increase in fire magic skill. The party gains an increase to burn damage that is dealt, and all melee attacks from party members apply a small amount of burn damage. But it also empowers the Bane there at the bottom. Other than that, it's all beneficial. I think it's the first edict that's, well, I guess besides the first one.
Negative fate by now.
Because Vendrian's well, it gave us +1 resolve. Because we're all afraid to die.
On it.
Let's see, False Pit.
I'm afraid not.
Alright, another easy fight. Fantastic. We still don't know how to open up this barrier.
Sorry.
And
I
Lantry still doesn't say anything about it. Alright. Well, we'll get up here. I'll call the episode here, and the next one we'll continue further into the Burning Library and continue fighting our way through the Scarlet Chorus. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.